light live stream. So I think we're live right now on YouTube. It's certainly telling me that we're live. So here we go. I think we are live right now on YouTube. So thank you so much, everybody. Let's just close down that, so we don't need that anymore. So there we go. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, being here on this Sunday evening. It's amazing. It's incredible. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. So we're going to be discussing, of course, we released the 8th Winter 2021 update earlier on, and I think it was a bit of an epic. The feedback's been very, very good for the 8th Winter update. So let me know in the live chat what you think. But we're going to be discussing that. There are a few talking points to go through with the 8th Winter 2021 update, and we're going to look at the 12Z as well. And now we're in GMT because we fell back last night into GMT, so we will now be able to show you, along with the GFS, UK Met and GM 12Z, we will also be able to show you the ECMWF 12Z as well. On the live streams now, which will finish updating. Going to start updating now. The 12Z for the ECM will finish updating around 7 o'clock. So we'll be able to show you that in the live stream. And of course, as it's a Sunday stream, we're going to show you winter data as well. We're going to show you some CFS V2 data for the winter of 2021. It's going to be absolutely great. It'll be absolutely fantastic. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream tonight. Already very, very busy in the live chat. So I'm going to go through live chat as quick as I can. I'm going to take questions. It's going to be interactive as well, and it's going to be great. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream with us tonight. Right, so now we are getting very close to 8,000 subscribers, 8k subs for GavsWeatherVids. So we will be doing a live stream when we reach 8k subscribers, where we give away a £30 Amazon voucher. I've got the Amazon voucher here at GavsWeatherVids Tower. So here it is. There's the Amazon voucher. Hope you can all see that. Okay, that's the £30 Amazon voucher that we will be giving away in a live stream when we hit 8k subscribers, and we're getting ever closer now. We're getting ever closer to 8k subscribers, so it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and all the detail about how we're going to be giving that away and so on will be coming in the next few days as we get ever closer to 8k subscribers. Right, okay, so next thing I've got to say is thank you to the moderators. So we've got Richard in with us tonight. We've got Alpha SB in with us as well, and Savvy is in with us too. So if everybody can say thank you so much for being here to the moderators, that would be absolutely great. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can all say thank you so much to the moderators for being here on the live stream, and any other moderators that arrive later on in the stream as well. But my moderators are absolutely fantastic. They are always there for me and for GavsWeatherVids as well. So thank you to Savvy, thank you to SB, thank you to Richard for being on the live stream tonight. It's absolutely fantastic, and for moderating this live stream. Make sure you smash the like button as well. That's the next thing I'm going to tell you. Give us a like on the stream. Let YouTube know that that you are enjoying this live stream tonight. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. I've got 62 concurrent viewers right now, so hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream. And we're going to be here until like just after 7 o'clock. So I think we'll be here until like 10 past 7, quarter past 7, something like that, I would have thought. Right, okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to go back to the top of the live chat. And first person in, look at this, first person in on the live chat was Darth Vader. Darth Vader arrived. So, shall we greet Darth in the usual way? I think we're better. Thank you so much to Darth Vader for being the first person in on the live stream tonight. We've also got James Jukebox in with us as well, saying good evening, Gav, and all great winter update today. Thank you so much, James Jukebox, for being here on the live stream tonight. It's my pleasure, James. I think everybody enjoyed the 8th winter update. I hope they did, and it's my pleasure. You know, thank you so much, James, for being here, and I'm pleased that you did enjoy the winter update as well. Right, Lewis White is in with us. Good evening to Lewis White, predicting an epic stream. We shall see. Hello to Shiram. Shiram saying hello, Gavin. So hello to Shiram. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream tonight. We've got Asia Major in with us as well, saying good evening, Gav. Good evening, all. Great to see the shift of the swingometer towards a cold winter. Yeah, the swingometer really moved, didn't it? Swingometer really moved for this update. So the swingometer is updated to the end of the 7th update. So we won't know how this 8th update has moved the swingometer until next week, beginning of next week's update. But up to the end of the 7th update, certainly the swingometer had shown a big swing from mild to mild to cold. The winter updates favouring a cold and average winter at this point. So yeah, I was shocked at how much the swingometer have moved, and we shall see what happens next week. Right, Shiram saying, hope the swing to cold continues. Yeah, we shall see. We shall see, Shiram, whether that continues when we begin next week's 9th winter update. Mark Kanish is in with us. Evening, Gavin. Do you remember the 1990s? Even in a mild winter, we used to get a lot of snow. Second January 1999 was like that. Yeah, the 1990s winters were generally mild most of the time, Mark, but they did have, you know, occasional sort of cold episodes. They did have cold snaps, generally from the north. There very little in the way of easterly winds during the 1990s winters. There's 91 that had easterly winds, and there was also 95, 96 that was a very easterly winter. But generally, the 1990s winters didn't have much in the way of easterlies, but they did have quite a few cold snaps from the north, like toppler cold snaps, where you get a northerly, and then you get a ridge in the Atlantic that produces a northerly. The ridge then topples after around 2 or 3 days, cuts off the northerly, and you're back into the westerly again. A classic northerly toppler type scenario. So yeah, and that was very indicative of the 1990s winters. But of course, for that sort of toppler scenario, you have to be exposed to the northerly wind. So here in Northants, we didn't get much snow from those northerly tops. We don't get much snow from those northerly tops. I know you're like in northwest England, so you'll do better from a northwesterly or a northerly, and so they will produce snow showers for you. But down in the south, generally those sort of northerly cold snap toppler things don't produce much in the way of snow for southern parts. Mark also asking, Gavin, you said the North Pacific being warm again. Does that 100%? Does that mean 100% we've had it with a cold winter? No, not really, Mark. We could still get a cold winter, even with a warm and average sea surface temperature anomaly in the Northern Pacific. But of course, it doesn't help, I don't suppose. But you know, the stars could align, and we might get a cold winter even with that. Mark also saying, you mentioned to Gavin about a slow refreeze with the Arctic sea ice, and said it's quite concerning. Why is that? Just because it's very, very slow to refreeze, Mark, but I'm sure it'll start catching up soon. Craig has checked in. Craig Nightchat, thank you so much to Craig for being here. We've also got Matthew Orchard in with us as well, saying hello, Gav, and all. The weather here today, not too bad. The odd rain shower. We had a heavy shower this afternoon, Matthew. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Had a heavy shower here this afternoon, but otherwise it's not been too bad a day, really. It's not been too bad at all, really, today. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Right, let's move on down. The amazing Marcus guy is with us. Good evening to the amazing Marcus guy, saying, evening, Gav. I'm a bit more sober tonight than I was on Friday. You'd had a drink on Friday, hadn't you? The amazing Marcus guy. But thank you so much for being here on the live stream. James McLennan is in with us. Good evening to James McLennan. Thank you so so much, James, for being on live stream tonight. We've got the amazing Marcus guy saying dark before 5 p.m. By me tonight. Now the clocks have gone back. Yes, you know, dark nights now that the clocks have gone back to GMT. Weather is cool is in with us. Good evening to you. Weather is cool. We've got Shiram saying, hello, Gavin. Worrying to see La Nina increasing and the Alaskan waters not cooling down. I hope these factors don't overwrite other factors like solar activity and we end up with a mild winter. We shall see, Shiram. I quite like where the Atlantic is looking at the moment. I think the Atlantic is looking quite well. Could we start to see a bit of a tripole signature emerging in the Atlantic? What do you think about that possibility, everybody, in the live chat? SB checked in, so good evening to SB. We've also got Shiram saying, can a tripole signature in the Atlantic overwrite poor Pacific Ocean signals like a strong La Nina and the warm area of Alaska and give us a cold winter? That is the $64,000 question, isn't it, Shiram? What's going to happen? You know, what is going to happen? We shall see. But for us, I would think the primary driver is going to be like the Atlantic, because that's our closest ocean. Although ENSO is very, very important as well. If the La Nina really starts flying off into a very strong event, which I don't think it will, I still think it's going to be a moderate La Nina at its peak. But if the La Nina was to start flying off into a very strong event, then, you know, it's possible that, that would overwrite everything else. I think ENSO is strong enough to be able to do that. We're getting close to 100 concurrent viewers. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream tonight. Dylan checked in, but Dylan is out for dinner tonight. Well-deserved treat with the family. So thank you so much, Dylan, and enjoy your dinner tonight. Alex Hughes checked in. Gav, what was the coldest temperature ever recorded? I think it's around Richard will know this. I think it's around minus 27 in 1982 and 1995, I think. So I think, yeah, I think it was minus 27 in January 1982, and then again exactly the same temperature. Can't remember to the exact point, but it's minus 27 point something in 1982, and again repeated in December 1995. I think Richard will be able to confirm that, because Richard has all the facts at his fingertips. Dan C is in with us. Good evening to Dan C. We've now passed 100 concurrent viewers. It's turned into another really big live stream already. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream tonight. Right, Dan C. Okay, so good evening to Dan C. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Savvy checked in. So good evening to Savvy. Savvy is really pushing out the content at the moment. So he's done 3 videos on his channel today. Released 3 videos today. I think Savvy is learning from me about pushing out the content. So well done, Savvy, on the uploads. You really are on fire with your channel, my friend. So well done. Well done. It's absolutely great, the content you're pushing out at the moment, and keep it up. I know you will anyway, but well done, Savvy. Right, and thank you for moderating live stream. Of course, thank you to all of the moderators too. Right, Alan checked in. Alan Petru, good evening to Alan Petru. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream tonight. So James McClellan saying all good here. Savvy food has been done now for some weather news. Did you have your Sunday dinner, James? What did you have? Let us know in the live chat. I had Missy P had roast chicken today with loads of lovely vegetables. Absolutely delicious, from Roger the Butcher in Longbuckby. So Roger the Butcher in Longbuckby comes highly recommended, and yeah, it's absolutely delicious chicken today. Right, so Savvy going to be having beef stew. That's lovely. Enjoy it, Savvy. SB has been having chicken and Yorkshire puddings as well. That's what we've had today. Not Yorkshire puddings, but we've had chicken roast potatoes, all of that lovely stuff. Yeah, we'll be making people hungry, won't we, talking about this. Weather is cool. Had a casserole today, I think. Katrine checked in. Good evening to Katrine. Thank you so much much for being here on the live stream tonight. We've also got Reading Lad in with us. Reading Lad had roast potato, roast chicken and sweet potatoes. That sounds absolutely delicious, Reading Lad. Right, let's move on down, and I'll come down further on into the live chat, and this is where I check in, of course. So you're saying hello to me. Right, so Darth Vader, unfortunately I can't be all here at all times in the live because I must do some dishes and I'm really slow. That's fine, Darth. You come and go as you want. Everybody just come and go as you want, as you need to. It's no problem whatsoever. Alan Petrucci saying been okay here today in Warwickshire, but a few really heavy showers late this afternoon. Yeah, there were a few, Alan. There were a few, weren't there? But it's not been a bad day, really. Nicky Patterson has checked in. I've not had time to watch it yet. Really looking forward to it now. Yeah, it's a great winter update, Nicky. So you have a look at it, and it's absolutely fantastic. I was really pleased how this week's winter update came out last week's. You know, when you're recording, you sometimes know if it's all working, I think. And last week's winter update and this week's winter update really worked well, I think. So I am very, very pleased with how both those videos came out. Right, okay, so Richard Town wanted to smash the like button. Yeah, if you can all smash the like button, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. Daniel Bradley is in with us. Hi, Gav. Hope you are well. Great work. Everything is going in the right direction for us cold lovers, but the only thing is the North Pacific temps being warm. Yeah, I would like to see the North Pacific begin to cool down a little bit. Thanks so much for being here, Daniel. I would like to see the North Pacific cooling down a little bit, I have to say. Right, I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat because I have run out of comments. So let's push back up then and let's try and get back to where I was. So it was Daniel Bradley, wasn't it? Daniel Bradley. Let's see if I can find Daniel. Very, very busy in the live chat again tonight. It's turned into another massive live stream already. We've still got plenty more to go. You know, got a lot more to go with this live stream. We're only like just over 15 minutes in, so it's going to be another really big live stream, I think. Right, I've got back to where I was, Daniel. So let's carry on down then. So John Cartwright, just having a warm beef stew for tea. There's a lot of people having stews and casseroles and things today. That's, I suppose, because it's getting colder, isn't it? Probably. Right, okay. Katrine, thanking moderators. Yeah, thank you to all of the moderators. It's fantastic that moderators are here tonight. Richard, SB, and Savvy, and any other moderators that have checked in and I haven't noticed yet. Let's have a look then. Michael Johnson is in with us. Good evening, Gavin, from myself and Caitlin. Thank you so much, Michael, for being here on the live stream tonight. Montes is with us as well. And thank you to Caitlin. And I say thank you to Caitlin. So thank you to Michael, thank you to Caitlin for being on our live stream tonight. Whoops, that's my chair creaking away. I think one of these days this chair is going to go the way it creaks. I just hope it doesn't happen on a live stream. That'd be very embarrassing, wouldn't it, if the chair gave way live? Except on a Friday night, I suppose, and then it would be pretty fitting, probably, with a Friday night live stream. But thank you to Michael, thanks to Caitlin being on the live stream tonight. Right, Montes checked in. Kevin Barber is in with us. Evening, moderators and all to the Gav family on this Sunday evening. Thoroughly enjoy the videos and content you provided on a Super Sunday. It's been mega, hasn't it, Kevin? Like, we've had the 8th Winter Update Part 1, we've had a Christmas written update, the 4th and final Christmas written update, and by the way, video updates for Christmas. A Christmas video countdown gets going next Sunday, a week today. Wow, can you believe it? The countdown to Christmas with the videos begins next Sunday. But we did the written update for Christmas, the E7F Metro France DWDJMA seasonal model update today was released as well, and now we're live streaming too. It has been a super Sunday, hasn't it, Kev? Thank you so much for being here on live stream. I'm so pleased that you've enjoyed I'm so pleased that you have enjoyed the content today. 121 concurrent viewers. Everybody can smash the like button. It would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, Duncan Ward, interested in the Atlantic tripod. Could be a good thing going forwards. We may be seeing a few indications of tripod coming back. Check out that winter update, the 8th winter update part 1, if you haven't done so yet. Just a little bit of a hint that we might be starting to see the tripod beginning to come back in the Atlantic. The warm over cold over warm three-way band that we look for to possibly produce a colder winter. So yes, very, very interesting times in the Atlantic, I think. Right, Steve Chrisell is with us. Good evening to Steve. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight. Taffy has checked in as well. Taffy D, thank you so much to Taffy for being here. Everybody is here tonight. Ultra is in with us as well. So thank you to Ultra. Josh Seymour is in with us. Again, great to see new names. Thank you so much to Josh for being on live stream tonight. Right, we've also got Ryan56 saying it's fireworks galore here tonight. I've got a little fly fluttering around in front of me. Wow. Ryan56 saying it's fireworks galore here tonight. Yes, getting towards that time of year, isn't it? It definitely is, Ryan. Right, have I had a super chat? Let's see if I've had a super chat. It looks like I may have done. So, who has given me a super chat? It's Soft Shallow. Soft Shallow has given me a super chat. I hope it goes towards you getting a gaming chair. Yeah, Savvy would know all about that. Soft. Actually, this chair is very expensive. I only had it like 18 months or so. It was a very expensive chair, I can tell you. But it does creak a lot. It definitely does. But thank you so much, Soft. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's incredibly kind. Have I got the alert box working? I hope I have. Yeah, I think the alert box is working. So thank you so much to Soft Shallow. The alert box did just pop up there, didn't it? Thank you so much for the super chat, Soft Shallow. As always, I will shout out all super chatters at the end of the live stream. I definitely will do that. So you'll get a shout out at the end of the live stream. So anybody else who super chats during the live stream will get a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, okay, so let's see what we're doing then, shall we? So where did I get to in the live chat? I'm going to go and try and find where I got to. Wow, another super chat has just come in. So let's have a look at that one, shall we? Another super chat from James McLennan. A donation for Gav's new gaming chair. Thank you so much to James McLennan. Thank you so much, James, for that super chat. Yeah, I will have to get a new chair at some point. I don't have to be a gaming chair. I'm sure Savvy could advise me about gaming chairs, though. But thank you so much, James McLennan, for the super chat. I see Global Weather Updates has checked in as well. So good evening to Global Weather Updates. Thank you so much for moderating on the live stream as well. So it's incredible how all of my moderators are always there for me. So thank you so much to Global Weather Updates. Right, and thank you, of course, to Soft Shallow. Thank you to James McLennan. The end of the live stream, I'll be shouting out all super chatters. Right, let's move back up then. So where did I get to in the live chat? I'm not sure where I was in the live chat. It was Ryan, I think, saying about fireworks. So yes, thanks for being on live stream. Ryan. Jens Heinrich Thompson saying, hello, Gav. Good evening to Jens Heinrich Thompson. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Casper's Crates. Good evening, Gav. Thank you so much to Casper's being with us on the live stream tonight. So let's move on down. And Navigator checked in. Good evening to Navigator, Nick Ashworth checked in as well. Around 6:30, we'll start doing a little bit of screen capturing, I would have thought. But if you've got any comments, please, ask away. And we love to take plenty of comments on a Sunday live stream. What did we think about the winter update in terms of? We looked at two things specifically, like in depth. So the first thing we looked at was like sea surface temperature anomalies in the Atlantic, going back to 1985. Which years did we think were like the leading years for those sea surface temperature anomalies back to 1985? I thought 2012 was pretty good, possibly edging towards 2010, but I don't think it's as warm in the Atlantic as 2010 or 2005. They were very, very warm years, those 2 years. So I would say 2012 possibly continues to be closest match for the Atlantic. And then in terms of Eurasian snow cover, we looked at like Russian, Scandinavian snow cover charts from like last year, 2019, all the way back to 1967, over 50 years worth of Eurasian snow cover charts. Absolute unique content. I don't think anybody else is doing anything like this on YouTube. So I think that is really, really unique content. And with that, I think a couple of matches stood out for me. So in more recent times, I thought possibly 2010, possibly 2010 for a more recent year might have been quite close. And I think going a bit further back, probably 1978 was quite close. Well, 2012 might be quite close as well. But yeah, please let me know in the live chat what you thought about both sea surface temperature anomalies back to 1985 and also Eurasian snow cover back to 1967, and which years stood out. I know a lot of people are saying about 1978 being a pretty close match. Right, okay, Nick Ashworth. Good evening to Nick Ashworth for being on the live stream. Right, let's move on down then. Kevin Barber, even the 4th written Christmas update, still training for a cold spell in January. Yeah, been very interesting, these written updates for Christmas. We shall see what the video updates have to say when we start them a week today. We've also got James Young checking. Good evening. Hi, Gav. Sorry, a bit late today. No problem at all, James. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream tonight. Young's Rick Thompson is saying, Gav, is polar vortex side up? Yeah, it's there. The polar vortex will always be there, unless you get like a major sunshine effect one that completely obliterates it, I suppose. But generally, the polar vortex will nearly always be there, but its strength and position will alternate year by year, if you see what I mean. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Transport Manchester has checked in. The sea surface temperatures have been disappointing this week. Thank you so much to Transport Manchester being on the live stream. Trevor Hall is in with us as well. Good evening to Trevor Hall. Everybody is here tonight. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on live stream. Very shortly, we're going to start doing some screen capturing. We're going to show you, the first thing we'll show you is like some 12Z, and we'll look at the ECM ensembles, CFS V2 for the next 4 weeks. So things that will turn up in a regular video. And then around 7 o'clock, we'll have a look at the ECMWF 12Z, and we'll bring you some CFS V2 data for winter 2020-21. How does that sound? Does that sound okay? I think that should be okay. Indivar is in with us. Good evening to Indivar. We've got Romeo. That's an interesting name. Romeo here. So good evening to Romeo. Mark, Gavin, could the North Pacific still get cold now we have a La Nina? It will eventually cool down as a result of this La Nina, I think, Mark, but how quickly that it happens. Tommy Roach is in with us. Evening, Gav, from Kilkenny Island. Thanks for all these updates. Really looking forward to a nice mild winter, just like everyone else here. Thank you so much, Tommy, for being here on the live stream. Mrs. P went to Kilkenny a few years ago, so she's telling me to tell you, but she loves Kilkenny. Sean Donahue is in with us. Sean Donahue, rocking the room as always, Gav. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you so much, Sean, for being on the live stream. I'm absolutely fine and I'm absolutely great, my friend. Thank you so much for being here on our live stream tonight. Right. Abu Bakar is in with us. Hi, Gav. Do you think the winter swingometer could trend warmer closer to, I think that should be winter. It might do. We'll see where the swingometer goes in future updates. Jeffers Craft is in with us. Wow, from the West Coast. Thank you so much to Jeffers Craft for checking in to the live stream. Thank you so much for being here, Jeffers. Everybody give a sub to Jeffers Craft. Everybody give a sub to Savvy. You know, these channels are very, very closely aligned to GavsWeatherVids. So please give those two channels a sub. And thank you so much, Jeffers, for being here. How is it now? I think it's cooling down over on the Pacific coast of America. I think it's cooled down quite a lot over there. So let me know in the live chat how it is. Channel Hall saying we have some really torrential showers with hail on the south coast. Love it. Yeah, been some big showers around. Richard is saying Super La Nina could be curtains for a cold winter. It could be, Rich. Yeah, I agree. It could override everything if we was to get a Super La Nina, but I don't think we will. I still think CFS is overdoing it and will come out like moderate La Nina. But we shall see. We've also got Mark saying snow cover looks interesting over Scandinavia, doesn't it, Gavin? I agree, the Atlantic looks interesting too. Yes, all looking very, very interesting at the moment. Mike Boyle is saying, I think in England it was -23. Yeah, possibly. I was thinking like the UK temperature, -27.2 in 1982 and again in 1995, I think. Right, let's move on down then and see what's going on. Right, let's carry on down. So Jack Lowe is in with us. Good evening to Jack Lowe. Hi Gav, made it. Are we in for some explosive cyclogenesis midweek? Gonna have a look at 12 there very, very shortly, Jack. Hold fire and we'll have a look at it. But we are going to be bringing in the remains of Hurricane Epsilon around middle of the week. So I think it could be, you know, it could be a wild old time. Steffi Adcock, think I've missed some content. What is the Atlantic tripod? You have to have a look at the NAO forecast for winter 2020-21. Steffi, it's like a three-way band of sea surface temperature. It's cold over warm over cold. And it can help to develop a negative NAO. Have a look at the NAO forecast that we released back in June. That's back in June. Can you believe it? We released the NAO forecast winter 2020-21 back in June. Incredible. Right, incredible how time flies. But have a look at that, Steffi. It'll explain everything. Right, Ramcad is saying, hi Gav, what's the lowest temperature you have ever experienced, or lowest temp in Northamptonshire? I can't remember, but we've got down to -15 over in the December to remember. And also, I think in February 2012, we got down to -15 as well. It would have been even colder than that in the 1987 freeze-up, though. So that's the one that really stands out for very, very low maxima and minima. I think in 1987, in that freeze-up in January 1987, we had maximums of like -6 or -7 here in Northampton. They were widespread across most parts of England where it was extraordinarily cold. Right, okay, so, let's have a look. Thank you so much for being here on the live stream. Dagger is in, with us. Dagger has, checked in. We've got Pepinov, in with us as well. Greetings from the Czech Republic. I believe winter 2020-21, will be colder than the previous years. I wouldn't be surprised. It was so mild last, winter, and it's hard to believe we will have a winter quite as mild as that, isn't it? Right, okay, so, Sammy is saying, try and keep the caps to a minimum. Yeah, please try and keep the caps to a minimum, everybody. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you can keep the caps to a minimum. Right, I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat, I think, because I'm going to have to do some screen capturing very shortly, but I'll be coming back. I'll be coming back later on, and it's going to be great. So I shall be back on camera in a few minutes' time, but we're going to do some screen capturing first of all. Right, so let's have a look then, see what you are saying. Arch is saying, Gav, get a green screen like weather reports on TV. I'm not sure it will go with the decor, really. Ultra, I don't think it really go with the decor, to be honest. Right, let's carry on down then. So Anne Smith is in with us. When they show sea surface temperatures, what year range are they relative to? I think it's 81 to 10 now, Anne. I think that's the average that we're comparing to. Right, so let's come down to the bottom of the live chat. So, hello to everybody at the bottom of the live chat. We had a super chat just come in from Taffy D. Super chat from Taffy D. Thank you so much to Taffy for the super chat. It's incredibly kind of you to do that. Taffy saying, when will the Amazon Christmas link be up? Are you talking about the Christmas shop, Taffy? So that normally coincides with the winter updates. We normally start the Christmas shop at GavsWeatherVids.com along with the Christmas updates, I should say. So yeah, it'll probably be like next week. But I've been wondering whether I should plug it really this year, because Amazon, if this is what you're talking about, I'm not sure if this is what you're talking about. It might be about the Amazon voucher, but we're giving away. Actually, it could be. So you can confirm, Taffy. But for the Amazon Christmas shop at GavsWeatherVids.com, I'm not absolutely 100% sure whether I'm going to plug that this year, because Amazon have cut the rates drastically, and so you know I don't really earn very much money out of Amazon now. Unfortunately, you know, they really have been very mean with the rates for you know, it's the idea that when people buy products through GavsWeatherVids from Amazon, we get a revenue fee on the products that they buy. But Amazon have cut the rates a lot on that. So you are talking about the Christmas shop. Yeah, so it is actually there. Like, you can go to GavsWeatherVids.com and you can do your shopping through Amazon. The banners and everything are still there. I'm not absolutely certain I'll be plugging it as much this Christmas. But actually, maybe I will do. But thank you so much, Taffy. Thank you so much to Taffy for Super Chat. Thank you to all Super Chatters as well. It is incredibly kind of everybody, you know, to the support they show me is always absolutely incredible. Katrine, good evening, Mrs. P. Good evening, Mrs. P. I hope you're keeping well. What have you seen on Google Photos of Kilkenny? Well, I've seen Google Photos on Kilkenny. It's very nice. Yeah, it's a lovely place, Katrine. Katrine, and Mrs. P is absolutely fine. Thank you so much, Katrine, for asking after Mrs. P. She's sat in the living room. She's absolutely fine and listening to all of us conversing. And she had Gone for Wind on yesterday. Mrs. P watched Gone. You know, Mrs. P loves a classic. So she had 4 hours of Red and Scarlet yesterday with Gone with the Wind, and she absolutely loved that. Miss P absolutely loved having that Gone with the Wind on yesterday. So thank you so much, Katrine, for being here, and also for asking after Missy P. She's absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to have to do that screen capture. It's starting to get quite late, isn't it? So, let's do this then. Richard, what did people think of Gabbatine in today's update? Yes, Gabbatine appeared in today's update. Richard sent that through. So, yeah, that was a bit of a surprise for everybody, wasn't it? Gabbatine appeared. Who was expecting that to happen in a winter update? Wow. Thank you, Rich, for sending that through. Right, I'm at the bottom of the live chat. I'm at the bottom of the live chat. Hello there. Daily is checked in, so hello there too. Hello there. And yeah, so I'm at the bottom of the live chat, and I'm going to start doing some screen capturing now. I've got 148 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream. Doug Wood is saying, do it. Yes, Gabbatine, do it. So we're going to do it. We're going to do some screen capturing right now. And hello, everybody at the bottom of the live chat. Right, so let's do this then, shall we? So I'm going to turn off the webcam. The webcam is going to go. There we go. The webcam has gone. The image, it goes. Well, we'll be back later on in the live stream, though. Don't worry, you haven't seen like the end of me for this live stream. I will be back later on, but the image is going to go as well. We're going to start doing a little bit of display capturing, I think. There we go. We're display capturing right now at, what is it, 22... my clock hasn't changed on my computer, by the way. So I haven't gone back to GMT yet. I'm still showing British summertime. So my computer is still saying 7:38 in the evening. So it's actually 6:38 in the evening, 6:38 p.m. So if I give you the wrong time when I'm looking at the clock on my computer, then, you know, the reason for that is that my computer hasn't updated back to GMT yet. I don't know why. It should be automatic, shouldn't it, really? It should be something that happens automatically, but for some reason it's showing 7:38. But actually, in reality, the time is 6:38, and we are going to start doing some screen capturing right now. So let's have a look. We're going to start off at the National Hurricane Center. So we've got Hurricane Epsilon. Of course, long way north. Look how far north Hurricane Epsilon is. Like, that's, I can't believe that you can get a hurricane that far north. It's like as far north as Newfoundland or something, but it's a long way north. That's Category 1 Hurricane Epsilon. That will be going post-tropical imminently. We have also got Tropical Storm, excuse me, we have also got Tropical Storm Zeta here in the Caribbean. Look at Zeta in the Caribbean. Zeta is, Tropical Storm Zeta is giving maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 1,005 millibars, and Zeta is stationary. You don't often see that. Normally these storms aren't moving, but the movement on Zeta is near stationary. If we click on Z, now this is what I had problems with on Wednesday's live streams. I hope this all goes okay. We had like a browser freeze on Wednesday's live stream. It was very, very alarming, and we don't want that happening in the middle of a live stream. Let's click on Zeta and go to cone static images. Zeta is going to become a hurricane, another hurricane. Can you believe it? So currently it's Tropical Storm Zeta, just there. It's going to become a hurricane just north of Mexico on Tuesday. I mean, it looks like we're going to bring this hurricane into the Gulf Coast, somewhere between Louisiana and Alabama or Georgia, as we go through into the middle part of the week. So yet another hurricane in this tremendous season. What a season this has been. Let's look at discussion, and we can see what the wind gusts are going to be doing with this. So it's going to be a Category 1 hurricane. It's only just reaching hurricane status. So in the end, it may not become a hurricane, actually. Just getting to Category 1 hurricane status with maximum sustained of 75 miles per hour. But what an incredible season this has been. Right, next thing we're going to look at is the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. So let's do that. We're looking at Nottingham today. So the red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Nottingham. Let's just actually pull this out a little bit more, because I know sometimes this doesn't fit everyone's screen. So let's pull it out a little bit more. That should now be fitting everybody's screens, I think. So the red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average for Nottingham. We're starting off a little bit cooler than average at the moment, actually, over the next 2 or 3 days. Temperatures going to be quite cool. As we go into the middle of next week, they're going to lift up, going to become quite warm through the middle of next week, significantly above average temperatures, like through the middle of next week to the end of next week. So yeah, we're going to see, like the end of October, really. So this is any time from around Thursday onwards, I think, through to the beginning of November, going to become very mild. Later on, though, through the first week of November into the second week of November, the upper air temperatures are lowering. They're sliding backwards a little bit. So that warm spell lasts for around 4 days, I think, maybe 5 days, and then it starts cooling down again. Precipitation-wise, regular rainfall spikes coming through from beginning to end. It will be remaining quite unsettled, though there is still an ongoing trend, perhaps, to build up some higher pressure, through the build up some higher pressure through the early part of November. We'll have a look at the 12Z very, very shortly. Right, temperature anomalies from the 25th of October to 2nd of November. Going to be a little bit warmer than average. Going to be a mild average week coming up, not just the UK, but through most of Europe as well, it has to be said. Precipitation anomalies from the 25th of October to 2nd of November. Wet and average in the north. A little bit drier than average down in the south and in the southeast as well. Right, let's have a look at some 12Z then. This is the UK Met Office 12Z, so we're going to pull this out a little bit more. I think, not quite that much, so let's go to there. So this is UK Met Office 12Z. These are these long fetch southwesters. They're going to really push up the temperature later on in the week. So becoming very, very mild later on in the week. And then the low pressure pushes through on Saturday. That's Halloween, of course. And that will probably lower the temperature a little bit, but we'll probably get another push of very mild southwest winds. Wettest weather with this is going to be in the northwest. We're exposed to those southwesterly winds. So like West of Scotland, Northern Ireland, southwest Scotland, northwest England, North and West Wales, southwestern England, those areas can get a lot of rain this time of year from these long fetch southwest. On the eastern side, though, you tend to get not as much rain. But that sort of chart can be wet and windy for all of us, really. GFS 12Z, let's have a rattle through that, shall we? This is Wednesday, so looking windy, showery, deep low pressure northwest of Scotland, gale force winds in from off the Atlantic on Wednesday. So yeah, going to be a wild time on Wednesday. That causes the remains of Epsilon. Winds shifting to the southwest on Thursday, becomes very mild on Thursday. When we go through to Friday again, we've got this southwesterly pumping up, so it's going to be very mild end to the week with those southwest winds, rain in the north and in the west too. Low pressure then pushed across the country on Saturday, Halloween, bringing wet weather through the country. And then we go back into those long fetch southwesterlies for Sunday. So next week going to be very mild when we're live streaming next Sunday with another push from the southwest into the early part of November, and again low pressure just heads in from off the Atlantic, so that starts to cut off that southwesterly temperature, begin to become a little bit lower, not as warm, but it will still be mild and it will be quite wet and windy at that point as well. Day 10, which is Wednesday the 4th of November, has high pressure south, low pressure to the north, so begin to go a little bit drier down in the south, still looking quite mild. In more extended range then, high pressure takes over, and that will possibly give us a spell of drier and quieter weather, maybe with some frost and fog. And then eventually it looks like we're having a go at pulling in some colder northwesterlies right at the very end of the GFS run on the 10th of November, 384 hours away. Wow, long way out. Looks like having a go at pulling in some colder northwesterlies. And then we have got the GM as well. So the GM's looking like this. The ECM is still updating, so I'll leave the ECM. We'll look at it when we go back to screen capturing after 7 o'clock. So the ECM won't finish updating until after 7 or around 7 o'clock. So this is how the ECM is looking for Wednesday. Again, quite wild, wet and windy, heavy showers and strong winds. That's Thursday. Again, a push from the southwest, very mild on Thursday. Friday is also looking very mild, high pressure south, low pressure to the north. Up comes that long fetch southwesterly wind on Friday. Saturday, low pressure bringing wet and windy weather and cooling things down a little bit, but then probably get another push from the southwest into Sunday. So we're going to have some very mild days. I think that's for definite. Some very mild days coming up at the end of October and into the start of November. But coming towards the end of the GM run, we're beginning to bring in high pressure from the west. That's within a cooler air mass as well, by the way. So this is a cooler ridge, probably cold enough for night frost, I would have thought, under that high pressure. There's still the trend here for high pressure to take over as we move into the first week of November. So drier times and possibly colder times as well could be around the corner in early November. Right, that's that done. Let's have a look at the ECM ensembles. So these are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10. Gets us to the 4th of November. Have 16 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure to our north-northwest. High pressure is to our south-southwest. We're bringing in winds from a west-southwesterly direction. So with that, I think we're looking at quite a lot of dry and mild weather. 14 with high pressure over and just to the east. Again, reasonably dry at that, quite mild. 13 just here, low pressure to our north, high pressure to our south, winds a little bit more westerly. And then 8, I think that is, with high pressure over the country and to the east. That could be bringing in some colder easterly winds. That's probably the coldest and driest option that's on the table. Generally, the ECM ensemble still looking quite mild at day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This gets us to the 9th of November. Have 27 members of the ECM ensembles with high pressure over to the east of the country. Going to be dry, cold, probably frosty with that. Winds coming in from the east of the continent. And then 24, so not quite as many as the drier cold eruption, but a very, very significant minority. With low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south. That's still unsettled. And it's still basically quite mild, I think, with winds in from a westerly direction. So the idea is there for high pressure to bring drier and colder weather as we're going into November, but at the moment there is still a little bit of uncertainty about it. So it's a possibility, but that's all at this stage. CFS V2, and then we'll head back to YouTube for 10 minutes, and after that we'll start showing you some winter data. CFS V2, 500 millibar high dominantly for week 1, going from the 25th to the 31st of October, has low pressure over to the north country. High pressure is away to west-southwest. Winds are in from a west to northwesterly direction. So that one is going to be unsettled with low pressure in from off the Atlantic, of course, in the week ahead. Then we go through to week 2. The CFS wants to build up high pressure. This is pattern change. 1st to the 7th of November. High pressure building up from the south. Lower pressure going northwards, jet streams pushing northwards as well. That could be turning drier and colder then in the first week of November. Certainly turning drier under high pressure, but it could also be turning colder too. Then we go through to week 3, which is going to be the 8th to the 14th of November. Again, high pressure is over top of the country, bringing a lot of dry and potentially quite cold conditions. And then week 4, very interesting this. This is the 15th to 21st of November. We start to move that high pressure up towards Scandinavia. Look at that, high pressure beginning to move northwards to Scandinavia, and we're starting to pull the wind in from more of an easterly direction. Could that be hinting at an easterly setting up? Maybe for the second half of November, we shall see. But that's quite an interesting CFS V2 run today, which is showing high pressure bringing dry, quiet, probably quite cold, frosty weather through the first half of November, and then maybe starting to take that high pressure up towards Scandinavia in the 4th week, which of course is a very, very interesting place for high pressure to go. Right, it is 10 to... Now, again, the time on my computer is wrong, so it's saying 10 to 8, but actually it's 10 to 7. I'm going to go back to YouTube for 10 minutes, and then we're going to show you some winter data. So let's get ourselves back to YouTube, shall we? Right, I see that the concurrent viewers have gone up to 191 concurrent viewers. So that is incredible. That is incredible. But are we taking that viewer count seriously? What do we think? What do we think about that? Right, okay, so, let's turn off the screen capture. Savvy, what do you think about the concurrent viewers tonight? Let me know what you think, whether we've got genuine concurrent viewers or not. Right, let's turn off the, screen capture then. We're going to put the image back up. The image is coming back up. I'm coming back up as well for 10 minutes. Let's do that then. Hello, I've returned for 10 minutes. But we've still got more to go with this live stream. We've still got a lot more to show you. We're going to be showing you winter data in around 10 minutes' time. It's going to be absolutely great. Right, so Savvy is saying it looks real to me, Gav. Wow, so this is an epic live stream. Then, this is an epic live stream, isn't it? Wow, yes, one of the biggest live streams that we've ever done then. One of the biggest live streams that we have ever done. So, so incredible. And we've still got more to show you as well. We've still got more to show you, but let's quickly go back through the live chat and have a quick look. So what did you think of that? The CFS, quite interesting there, wasn't it? Quite interesting from the CFS. Right, as far back as I can go to is in the live chat, it's just Soft Shallow saying we have won this North last year, remember, Gavin? I've completely forgotten, Soft, but I am getting older, remember? So I've completely forgotten about that, but it doesn't surprise me. I think you're talking about, like, how far north Hurricane Epsilon has gone, aren't you? So it doesn't surprise me, Soft, that we've had one as far north as that. Right, okay, so let's come on down then. Hello there, Daily, saying one of those ensembles actually gets down to -10. Of course, it's an outlier. Yeah, there's a few colder outliers creeping in. Now, there are a few colder outliers creeping in. Right, okay, so let's see. Matthew Orchard, it was a good race, soft shallow. Oh, yes, well done, Lewis. Yeah, I think Lewis Hamilton won the Grand Prix, didn't he? Right, let's have a look then. So we're going to move on down. Dazza K is in with us. Thank you, Dazza, being here on Livestream tonight. Dazza K saying we need the North Pacific to start cooling off. Then hopefully we can open up the doors to a cold winter. We're definitely going to get blocking, fingers crossed. Yeah, I would like to see the North Pacific cooling down, Dazza. Having said that, I'm sure if we look far enough back, we would be able to find examples when a cold winter has occurred with that warm northeastern Pacific. But that's associated with a warm PDO. I think the last time the PDO, the Pacific Decade Oscillation, was in its warm phase generally was probably in the 1970s and 80s to early 1990s. So some of those cold 1980s winters probably had a warm northeastern Pacific, I would have thought. So I think you probably can still get a cold winter with a warm northeast Pacific. It would probably be better, you know, to have it colder up there. Right, so let's move on down there. Richard telling me I need to sort out the PC. Time settings, signed to set settings to automatic. I mean, normally automatic, Richard. I don't know why it hasn't updated. I'm hoping that I don't have to intervene and do it manually. But it doesn't really matter, you know. It doesn't really matter to anything, but it's just a little bit annoying, isn't it? Right, so let's have a look then. So hello there, Danny. OMG, you found, yeah, so that's Savvy's video. Savvy's got a fantastic video, I think. Got 3 fantastic videos. Savvy's telling me that it's real, so thank you so much. The viewer account is real. I think they're real as well, because when I stopped screen capturing, I had a little drop off. When we stop screen capturing. So yes, I think the viewer count is real on this live stream. Because when I stop screen capturing, there tend to be a little bit of a drop off, and then the viewers pick back up again. Right, okay, so let's have a quick look then. So I'm down at the bottom of the live chat. In around 5 minutes' time, we're going to start screen capturing once again. Kieran Bushnell has checked in. Kieran has checked in, saying, "Evening, Gav. On and off. A lovely day here today. Managed to coach some cricket outdoors today." Let's have a look at that. So where was I? There we go. Kieran Bushnell. "Evening, Gav. On and off. A lovely day here today. Managed to coach some cricket outdoors today and felt very pleasant in the sun." Well done, Kieran. Well done. Yeah, it's not been too bad at all today. It hasn't been too bad a day at all, but showers have been coming and going. Daniel Bradley is saying, "We just love you, Gav. You're the best. Go for 200 viewers." Will we get to 200 concurrent genuinely on this live stream when we start live stream winter data? What do you think, everybody? We might do. Chelsea Bill, didn't November 2010 start off very mild? Yes, it did, Chelsea Bill. It did start off very mild in November 2010, and then the December to remember was unleashed, wasn't it? Right, so let's have a look then. Let's have a look. James Young, Gav's viewers are legit because he's a legend. Thank you so much, James Young. You're all so kind to me with all of the lovely comments. So thank you so much to James Young. Right, let's carry on down then. So I'm just getting a little bit of time because I'm waiting for you, because the ECM is updating now. The ECM has been updating, 12Z ECM has been updating since 6 o'clock. It will finish updating when we get to 7. So I'm just killing a little bit of time, and at 7 o'clock, before we look at winter data, we'll look at the ECM WF. We definitely will. Right, so just around 2 or 3 more minutes, then I'm going to start screen capturing again. Don't worry, everybody, you're not going to have to wait much longer for that winter data. Let's see then. Let's see. Savvy, yes, I think they are. So this is an epic live stream, man. Thank you, Savvy, for confirming that these are genuine concurrent viewers that we have got tonight. So, wow, yes. Big live stream. This one. Can we get to 200 concurrent when we start live streaming winter data? We shall see. Not long to wait now. Darren Withers, from what I see, the Northeastern Pacific has the same effect as La Nina on the US weather pattern. Possibly, Darren. Yeah, possibly it might do. India, high pressure with a coldish air mass could have a big offset on the first 2 days. It might do, yeah. If you start getting frosty nights, getting very close to 200 concurrent viewers, we're just under it. If we start getting frosty nights, the CT will come down very quickly. It's going to come down really quickly. Richard, maybe the PC is sulky. No, you have a new PC in the waiting. It might be, Rich. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, new PC is coming out over Christmas. I've got the new PC here, but it's going to take a couple of days off over Christmas to set it up. Now I'm going to set it up and install all of the software. We have hit 200 concurrent viewers. Wow, it's amazing and it's incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream tonight and making this such an epic stream. But yeah, new PC is going to be coming out over Christmas, and we are going to have to install lots of software and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have to take a couple of days off, and then I should be live streaming with an ultra fast new PC, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's going to be absolutely great. We'll be live streaming with a new PC. Right, so, and Savvy will be doing a couple of videos over Christmas as well, while I'm setting up a new PC. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Savvy will be doing a couple of weather videos over Christmas while I am setting up the new PC. Savvy saying the mod tools are really slow to act. So I'm sorry about that, Savvy, that you're having problems. But you know, I see that, you know, a couple of spammy sort of comments have been deleted, so don't bother, people. You know, don't bother spamming, because your comment will be deleted. Right, okay, so we are going to start screen capturing again. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream tonight. We're hovering around 200 concurrent viewers, so it's absolutely great. It's absolutely fantastic. So here we go. Let's start doing this then. Let's start doing some screen capturing. I've just got to, of course, move the webcam off once again. Here we go. Webcam is going. I'll be back to wrap up the live stream in around 10 minutes. The image is going to go as well. We're going to start display capturing once more. There we are. We are display capturing. And we're going to have a look at the ECM-WF. So let's do that, shall we? Let's have a look at the ECM-12Z. So now we're in GMT. ECM will be updating. You know, we'll be updating between 6 and 7 o'clock. Means we can bring the ECM in the live stream, particularly on a Sunday. We may push it to get to the very end of the ECM on a Wednesday, but certainly on Sunday's live stream we will be able to bring you the ECM-12Z. This is how the ECM-12Z is looking. So Wednesday, again, same idea, but remains of Epsilon in the North Atlantic, bringing lots of wind and rain in the North Atlantic. We have a very mild push up southwest as we go through Thursday and into Friday. So yes, going to turn very mild over the, going to turn very mild at the end of the week and over the weekend. Another push from southwest on Sunday, so really mild start to November, definitely. Then we go through to Monday, bit of a northwesterly, and then by the time we get through to day 10, which is Wednesday before November, same idea as all of the other model output. ECM-12Z is starting to build up some higher pressure, beginning to turn us drier, and also starting to turn us colder at that point as well. So starting to turn drier and colder by the time you get through to the 4th of November, and a high pressure. Right, we have kept you waiting for long enough for the winter data that I know you are all waiting for. So let's shut that down, let's shut that down, and we're going to go to the CFS V2. We're going to show you 700 millibar height anomalies, first of all. So here we go. This is the CFS V2 700. Let's just pull this out a little bit. It's CFS V2 700 millibar height anomaly for November, with high pressure to the south, low pressure is to the north, winds are in from the west in November. That is going to be mild with west to south westerly winds in November. High pressure to the south, low pressure is to the north. Let's have a look at December. Here we go. This is how December is looking. Again, CFS V2 700 millibar height looks mild, low pressure to the north, high pressure to the south, winds are in from a west to southwesterly direction in December. Let's have a look at January. Here we go for January then. 700 millibar height only with low pressure to the north, high pressure to the west and to the southwest. Winds are in from a west to southwesterly direction in January. Let's just make sure that I am screen capturing. I just had a horrible moment there where I thought I hadn't started screen capturing, and I'll plunge you all into darkness again, but I can see we are screen capturing, so that's fine. January looking very unsettled, a little bit cooler for January, but not cold, but a little bit cooler potentially for January. Right, what am I doing? I've got to go back to February. So this is how February is looking, with low pressure again to the northwest, high pressures in the middle of the Atlantic. Winds are in from a westerly direction in February, looking unsettled and quite wet and windy in February. And then go through to March, look like that, still Atlantic driven, Atlantic onslaught with a CFS today. High pressure is still to the south, low pressure is still to the northwest, and winds are coming from west-southwest direction. I can imagine how this is going down in the live chat. I really can imagine how this will be going down in the live chat. I'm sure you're not thinking very much about that. This is at the weather outlook. So this is showing the midnight CFS V2 run. So you know that CFS is run like 4 times a day. And so this from Weather Outlook is from the midnight CFS V2 run, the North Z CFS V2 run. This is November. And this one looks more anticyclonic. So this particular CFS V2 run is showing higher pressure in November. That will be a drier and a colder option as well. Let's go through to December. Again, high pressure is in control in December. That would be again quite dry, you would have thought, and quite frosty potentially as well. That's January, starting to move the higher pressure up towards Greenland. So higher pressure going up towards Greenland, with lower pressure over like southern Scandinavia. Winds are kind of northerly to northeasterly there in January. That could be a bit colder for January. Remember, the charts we just looked at, the reason they're different to these, if the charts we just looked at are like an amalgamation, they're anomaly maps of the 4 CFS V2 runs. So overall, the 4 CFS V2 runs are obviously still generally churning out mild Atlantic-driven forecasts. But you can get individual CFS V2 runs that do something very, very different. This is probably going to be one of those, with higher pressure within the northern latitudes there in January. That's February. Looks like we revert to a milder west-southwesterly in February. And then that is March, again reverting towards a milder west-southwesterly in March. So January is the most interesting there. But November and December could be, you know, quite cold as well from like frostier sort of conditions, dry and frosty type weather. Let's have a look at the midnight run of the CFS V2 at meteoseal.fr then before we wrap up the live stream. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream tonight. Please give us a like on the stream. Let YouTube know that you have enjoyed it. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. This CFS V2 midnight run, this should look very similar. Patterns here should look very similar to the charts you're seeing from the weather out, but sometimes they don't really seem to connect to one another. And I sometimes wonder whether the midday CFS V2 is actually the one that shows up as the midnight run at the weather outlook. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, we're going to look at the midnight CFS V2 run at Meteoseal. Starting off today, wet and windy, low pressure is dominating the weather and will continue to do so through the next few days. Get that mild push from the southwest. I normally have this like set up for the beginning of December, but I forgot. So sorry about that. We've got some charts to get through before we get to winter actually. But it's interesting for early November because we start to build up some higher pressure as we get through to early November. So it begins to turn drier and colder into the early part of November. Then the high pressure starts to pull away from us. So we start to bring in a northern wind. The high pressure begins to pull out into the North Atlantic there by the 9th of November. and northerly winds are descending. That's turning colder from the north, so quite a cold snap there getting going in the second week of November. Then the high pressure begins to shift up towards Scandinavia. We begin to blow in some easterly winds. So this is showing quite a cold November, actually. I'm glad I started this, where I did. Normally I'd start like at the beginning of December, but I'm pleased that I'm showing you November, because if this is right, we have got some cold weather on the way for November. Right, another little cold interlude there. This is the 17th to the 18th of November. High pressure is pushing to the northwest again. Low pressure is diving southwards. That's bringing more cold weather again from the north. Then high pressure building in behind that, so it's turning drier, turning colder, it's turning frostier as we go through to the second half of November. Look at this, another little low diving in from the north. This is a repeating pattern. Low pressure continuously diving in from the north, pulling in cold north to northeasterly winds. So another cold shot there in the final week of November. Then we pull up like a southwesterly wind. Southwesterly wind starts turning milder right at the very end of November. We begin to turn milder then. So we're into the early days of December, first days of December, so we have started the winter now, luckily. So high pressure then begins to slip away to our southwest. Low pressure again diving in from the north. This is another one of these diving lows. Look at this, diving low pressure in from the north, bringing another cold snap through the first week of December. Chance of snow showers at the very least in with these repeated northerlies, of course. Not the cyberpolar vortex either, you'll notice. Another low diving in here into the second week of December. This is pulling in easterly. This is quite a cold CFS run, from the middle of November into the early part of December. This is pretty cold. It's not quite December to remember levels of cold weather, but this is pretty cold stuff through the second half of November and into the first week to 10 days of December with these repeated sort of northerly shots. Now we're coming to the middle of December and we're turning milder. So all of a sudden, high pressure beginning to build to our south. We're starting to push up milder winds from the southwest. So this is drier. This is dry through the middle of December, and it is milder as well. Although under the high pressure, of course, there could be frost and fog, but generally this is a milder type situation into the middle of December. That high pressure sticking around the country as we go up towards Christmas. So looking cold, dry, and frosty leading up towards Christmas. But I think for Christmas itself, this high pressure is probably going to collapse southwards. Let's see. So we're going to Christmas Day, and the high pressure has shifted to the south-southwest, but we are putting in some cooler air from the northwest here. So possibly could bring some wintry showers into the north. Bit of a cold northerly snap there as we go to Boxing Day and beyond it, and then the high pressure's back in again. But it's a very dry December, by the way. Lots of high pressure influences and regularly quite cold. So what's happening here? So there we go. So I thought we had a freeze there. I thought we had a browse freeze. Regularly quite cold, dry and frosty through this December. A little bit mild around Christmas. We're into the new year now. And look at this. The purples are appearing within the northern latitudes. Suddenly the polar vortex is ramping up as we go into early January. Back come the westerlies again as we're going through into early January. So let's see what's happening here. Metro is running very, very slowly. Metro Seal has started running very, very slowly. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I may have to shut down the browser, actually, because Metro Seal seems to be running really, really slowly. So let's see. So there we go, we've gone over. But I may have to shut this down before we go, before I get to the end of the winter, because Metro Seal has started running very, very slowly. Let's see if we can get any further with it. So we're moving into the second week of January. Again, the polar vortex is back in business, looking wet and windy. Still a little bit on the cool side with winds in from like a northwesterly direction. Now it looks like Metro Seal is speeding up again. That may have caused some buffering for some of you, so I'm very sorry if it did. We're into middle of January now. Winds are in from a west-southwesterly direction, and so this is a much milder January. This is Atlantic driven, a little bit of an Atlantic onslaught type situation as we're going into January. Much milder, much wetter. much windier from these areas of low pressure. Some colder snaps at times, but generally this is a milder, wetter and windier pattern that we've got going on here for January. Metrosyn is moving faster now, so hopefully that's going to be okay. You know, when we're live streaming and we're relying on third-party websites, I can't guarantee how the websites will perform. If they start running slowly, then obviously we can't bring you the data that we would like to show you. But at the moment, looks like Metrosyn is speeding up again. Right, coming to the early part of February. We'll be wrapping live stream up very, very shortly now. We'll just go through February if we can. It looks like it's trying to go a bit colder through the early part of February. So, looks like these areas of low pressure are trying to go on more of a southerly track, but still really windy from the southwest, so still quite mild through the first week of February. And, you know, an Atlantic onslaught as well type pattern. Let's see what's going to happen as we go further on. So we're coming out into the middle of February, still looking wet and windy from low pressure. The low pressure is starting to dive southwards now. So are we going to get some colder weather returning? Are we going to get some colder weather returning? Let's see. Low pressure begins to dive southwards. And yeah, look at this. We're starting to pull in the wind from the east again. Winds are beginning to turn into the east. Low pressure is slipping away to the south. This is turning much colder into the middle and second half of February. Easterly winds come back. They're bringing snow in from the east as well, probably. Then the high pressure tends to head up towards Greenland by the look of it. Starts to pull down a very cold northerly. So this is setting up quite a prolonged cold pattern here. Quite a prolonged cold pattern is setting up with Meteosyn as low pressure continues to dive southwards. Winds regularly in from the east through the second half of February from the north and the east. Cold with snow through the second half of February with CFS V2 midnight run. Into early March, again, we're looking quite cold as we get into the early part of March. Right, it's starting to run quite slow. I'm gonna shut down Metrosyn. I'm gonna go back to YouTube. We're going back to YouTube, and we are going to have a quick look at what's happening on YouTube. So, hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this live stream time. I hope it's all been running okay for everyone. I hope you've not had any problems. It does look as though my control room has frozen a little bit. So, I hope everything is going okay for everyone. Right, I'm going to turn off the display capture. I'll put the image back up. The webcam is going to go back up as well. Hello, I have returned. I'm going to wrap up the live stream right now. So, good evening to everybody for being here on this live stream. The control room is working once again. Please give us a like on the stream if you have enjoyed this live stream. It would be absolutely fantastic if you can all do that. Right, let's have a look then. Let's see what we're going to do and have a look at what's going on. So, there's been a little bit of, been a few problems within the live chat. So, we have had a few problems in the live chat, so I'm very, very sorry about that. I shall be speaking to moderators after the live stream, and we shall see what's been going on. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this live stream. It's been absolutely great, been absolutely fantastic. So thank you. Thank you very much for everybody being here on the live stream. Right, let's see then. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's see what we're doing. So I'm going to wrap up live stream very shortly, actually. Did you enjoy that screen capturing that we did? Did you enjoy that screen capturing that we did? I hope you did. I hope you all enjoyed it. Right, so hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream. So, let's see what's happening then. So here we go. Something been banned. So I'm gonna find out exactly what's gone on at the end of the stream. In fact, we will be wrapping the live stream up very, very shortly. We will be doing that very, very shortly. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this live stream tonight. And I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat and we are going to wrap up the stream. So hello, good evening, thank you so much to all of you for being here on this live stream. And again, I hope you enjoy that little bit of screen catching. I know CFS wasn't running too well, but again, thank you so much to all of you. Right, so I think it's time to wrap up the live stream. So James McClellan, fantastic live stream, Gav, especially the last section. Max, thank you so much, James McClellan. Linda is saying yes, thank you, Gav. So thank you so much to Linda. We've also got Adam saying Adam Weatherfan is in with us as well, so thank you to Adam. I'm sorry that I haven't seen you for the end of the live stream as well. Shiram is also saying great live stream, gang. Thank you so much, Shiram. Kevin Barber saying that's slow looking charts, my birthday in bed. Thank you so much to Shiram. Right, okay, so we have come down to the bottom of the live chat. I'm going to wrap up the live stream. So John McGrath, enjoyed, thanks, Gab. Yeah, it's been absolutely great. I have really enjoyed this live stream. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here on the live stream. Right, I'm going to wrap the live stream up there. So what am I going to tell you? So, of course, I'm not finished. I've got to do the part 2 of the winter of the, part 2 of the 8th winter 2020 update. I've got to do that for you. Tonight, got to get recorded. You'll be able to see it tomorrow. You'll be able to see that tomorrow from, I would have thought that's going to be around 6 o'clock, probably tomorrow, part 2 of the 8th winter update. And also, of course, we'll be live streaming again on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So we'll be live streaming once again Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And that's going to be absolutely fantastic. So we shall see you there. Thanks to all of the moderators. So thank you so much to moderators for moderating this live stream. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you to moderators for doing that. Let's have a look at the viewer activity page lastly before we go. Thank you for your kindness and generosity for super chatting this live stream to Soft Shallow. Thank you for your kindness and generosity to James McClellan. And thank you for your kindness and generosity to Taffy D. Thank you to Soft Shallow. Thank you to James McClellan. And thank you to Taffy D for super chatting this live stream. It's amazing. It's incredible. Thank you so much for doing that. Right, so we're going to end the live stream there. Stay safe and stay well. We are going to see you on Wednesday. We will see you on Wednesday at we'll see you on Wednesday at 6 p.m. So stay safe and stay well, and we'll see you on Wednesday at 6. That's it for this live stream, though. Bye for now.